Yo, what's up everybody? Back with another video. Is TJ, aka Cino. And let's go way back to 1984. 1984, you get a ragtag of robot warriors from a planet far, far away. You got the Autobots, got Decepticons, you got Megatron, you got Optimus Prime, you got the loyal and deceptive Soundwave, and you got the hardcore, never tired, but older than Cybertron itself, Ironhide. Generation 1 Ironhide. You know, can you dig it? This guy right here. This was your Autobot legend back in 1982. Voiced by none other than the great Peter Cullen. And who else to voice Optimus Prime's most loyal soldier, his security chief? You know, the one who always had the Autobots' heart at interest. Good old Ironhide. You know, always ready to bust some deceptive chops. You know, if you go back to G1, Ironhide has been in plenty of episodes all throughout the cartoon series. There's not many episodes that he wasn't in. And every episode that he was in, you know who the red bot was who helped make a difference. One of my favorite episodes that really spotlighted Ironhide was probably the Immobilizer. You know, it showed his battle readiness when he overreacted. It showed his commitment when he felt like he messed up. And it showed him redeeming himself. So, you know, ultra loyal, battle ready, hot-headed, not always clear-headed. Always had a bunch of gadgets that just came out of his fingers, from the glass gun to, Ironhide just had a bunch of different little weapons and tactics that always were there and helped out the Autobots in their time of need. So with that being the case, how could you really dispute this character right here? You know, he was one of the best. And being one of the best throughout 2 seasons of Transformers Generation 1, it was a shock to see him go out in the 1987 movie. You know, it was something we really couldn't dig back in those days. You know, Ironhide went out, and he went out like a trooper, like a Autobot warrior, but it took a bigger Decepticon warrior to take him out. A fusion cannon to the face, yeah, it leaves a bad feeling for the tempo of the movie. You guys have all seen that, you know, that scene. But up until that point, though, you didn't have a Generation 1 episode without seeing Ironhide and all the things he did for the Autobots. You know? But for me, like I said, my favorite Autobot moment for Ironhide, one episode that really sticks out the most, is probably the Immobilizer. You know, even in the beginning of Transformers Generation 1, we had More Than Meets the Eye. Him and Bumblebee, you know, saving the humans, had no idea what was going on. They just knew it was a flood coming, and all of a sudden you got a red van going around shooting laser beams at the ground, redirecting the water so that your house doesn't get flushed away. How could you not be thankful? So, 1984, humans had allies they just didn't even know about. And one of them, a Cybertron legend, is none other than Generation 1 Ironhide. Now, mine isn't transformed the way some of you guys might transform yours. Usually, you know, some people might collapse the legs. I like them to stand tall, you know. But back in 1984, if you had Generation 1 Ironhide, this is what you got out the box. You know, that is what you got out the box. So, until recently, BTS Toys came up with an idea. Instead of giving people stickers and cardboard cutouts, or just leaving them with a slot for a famous head to stand. So if you want to make your Ironhide complete, trust me, BTS Toys definitely came up with the way to do it. You know, even give you a little close up. Looks just like them, doesn't it? So, if they did this back in 1982, yeah, who knows? The toy's value probably be even worth more than what it is right now. But that's still a classic toy and a classic character. And you definitely need to make a G1 collection. You can't have G1 Autobots and not have Ironhide. And if you do have them without this headpiece, go to TF Source, you know, www.tfsource.com, and click on the accessories page, and you can find this set for about 24 bucks. You know? So let's get down to the transformation. Can you dig it? So when you're talking alt mode, we're talking a 1984 Nissan Vanette. Didn't know exactly what this vehicle was back in the days. I just knew that after I saw Transformers, this is what my favorite character turned into. This was his, you know, vehicle mode right there. Can you dig it? An 84 Nissan Vanette, complete with rub sign on the back. You know, rubber wheels, die-cast parts, all original. Very cool back in those days. Very, very cool. But if you're a 30 to 40 foot robot warrior, can you imagine transforming into this little bitty Vanette? Probably can't dig that, can you, true believer? But that's the trick about being a robot in disguise. You can look all cool and, you know, friendly, but when it comes down to the battle, who is better at it than Ironhide? Definitely one of the Autobots' roughest and toughest. So let's go ahead and get down to the transformation of the old Vanette. Remove your back section. Bam, take that off. Alright, so now you got one trailer and one van that looks down there like a flatbed pickup truck. Flip out your little wheelamadiggies here, or as they're called, treads. There you go. About the treads, open up your front, lift up your cannon, and there you go. One trailer with the cannon. And the little seat right there goes back to the Microman days, you know, where you had your little pilots that could sit right there. I'm guessing. But I mean, hell, that's exactly what it looks like. Got one little missile. Goes right there. Spring loaded. Always good for poking out the eyes. From 84 to 2010. And there's your trailer right there. Or your battle station. You know. Now, for your robot in disguise, your hero. Let's see. Pull his arms out. Bring his chest down. You have the BTS toy set. Bring up his robot head. And there you go. And that's how I like mine transform. Now if you really want to get technical, of course you flip down his feet. And there you go. Generation 1 Autobot hero and legend, Ironhide. Alright, true believers. This wraps up the G1 section. We'll be moving on to the Universe 2.0 section. And a little bit more about our guy, Ironhide, and the comics from Dreamwave and IDW. Even a little bit about back in the old Marvel days. This is Cino, signing out for right now. Stay tuned for the next segment on Generation 1 Ironhide. Peace, true believers.
Ironhide. We gotta stop that water.
Stop talking, tighten your shock absorbers, and get in. We're gonna make a new river.
Let's go!